Oh goodness. Hey guys, we are going to do a couple of examples of working backwards with our shapes. So if you will turn back to the very beginning of our page, if you're in my class, it's page 58. We have it labeled, okay, Plain Geometry and Similarity. And I want you to flip it, just flip your book to this blank page. Okay, we want to have a place where we can go back and look at these examples later on. Okay, so first thing we want to do is we're going to start easy. We're going to draw a rectangle. Okay, so go ahead and draw your rectangle. And I'm going to inside put A equals 28 centimeters squared. And this is 7 centimeters, and this is X. Okay, now I know that in your head you're already like, 4, the answer is 4, Miss Davis. Okay, that is correct. Okay, but we need to know the steps and the process because it is going to get a little bit more difficult, and sometimes they just want to see the algebra equation. So yes, you know the answer, but we want to go through each step to make sure we're doing it correct. Okay, so first step every single time is write the formula. Hopefully you're doing this already on the regular area problems. It's a rectangle, so A equals BH. Okay, you can Google the star chart if you're in person. We also gave you a star chart. You don't have to have these formulas memorized. Okay, write the formula. Second step is we're going to plug in the numbers that we know. Okay, so here I know that A is 28. I know that the base is 7, and I don't know X. Okay, and I guess maybe I should make it H just so it matches up. But when you have an unknown, it doesn't really matter what you put there. Okay. All right. So now we just solve it like regular old algebra, like we did a long time ago. Okay. So this one is pretty easy because I draw my line. 7h means 7 times h. The opposite is divide by 7. So h equals 4. So my answer is 4 centimeters. Remember, we don't want naked numbers. No naked numbers. Okay? All right. Let's do a triangle. Okay? Oops. So we're going to draw a right triangle first. Okay? A right triangle has a right angle right here. That's how you know it's a right triangle. Our height is unknown. Our base is 9 centimeters. And our area is 27 centimeters squared. Remember, area is always squared. So you have that squared. Okay? All right, first step, write that formula. A equals 1/2 BH. Second step, plug in what I know. I know the area is 27. 1/2. The base is 9. And I don't know h. Okay, so again, formula, plug in, now we solve. Okay, remember we work on one side. I know that half of 9 is going to be a decimal. That's okay. 4.5 h. And then I want to get h by itself. It's being multiplied. The opposite is divide. So I don't know what this is. I'm going to use my calculator, which you can also do. 27 divided by 4.5. Oops, I already have it there. Is 6. So h is 6 centimeters. Okay, formula, plug in, solve. The biggest thing people forget to do on triangles is that 1/2. So let's do another triangle. This time, let's do not a right triangle. Okay. So this time, our area is 54 centimeters squared. Our base is unknown. And then a lot of times they like to put the height on the outside just so you know that that's how tall that triangle is. That's the height, okay? It's the same thing as sometimes they do this, okay? Just know that it's the same thing. Sometimes they draw an arrow outside. Sometimes they draw an arrow and label it or point to it, okay? But remember, your height is inside, okay? First thing I said is to write my formula. It's a triangle, so I have to remember the 1/2. If you're going to miss a triangle, it's because you're going to forget to do the 1/2. Okay? Next step is to plug in. I know that the area is 54 equals 1/2 12. Okay? A lot of people are like, oh, let me just divide by 12, but we're taking half of 12. Okay, so remember, half of 12 is 6. I'm left with the h. Now I want to get h by itself, so I divide by 6. So h is 9. So it's 9 centimeters. Okay? Again, don't get ahead of yourself. Do one part at a time. Okay? Last one we're going to do together is a trapezoid. All right, so let's draw our trapezoid. Remember, a trapezoid is like a triangle who got trapped and he lost his little head. Okay? So the bottom is going to be 6 feet. The top is 4 feet. This side is 12 feet. And I want to know right here what is x. Okay? I know that the area is 45 feet squared. Okay? They love to trick you to try to throw those extra numbers in. Remember, if it's a slant, you don't need the slant. Okay? Your height has to be perpendicular. It has to make a right angle right here. Okay? Your height has to be right angle. First thing I said earlier is to write that formula. So let's do that. A equals 1/2 parentheses b1 plus b2 close parentheses h. All right, remember, after you write your formula, the first thing you need to do is plug in. Write your formula every time. Tell your neighbor, write your formula every time. Tell your dog or your cat or your mom or your sister or your aunt or your grandma, write your formula every time. Okay, you need to be writing your formulas. Okay, so now I'm going to plug in. A is 45, 1/2. Okay, remember my bases are the ones that are parallel, so they're right there. 6 plus 4. And then my height is unknown. I don't know what my height is. You can leave it as an h. You can write it as an x. It doesn't really matter. Okay? All right. Now I have to remember my Aunt Sally. Parentheses first. Okay? 6 plus 4 is 10. Half of 10, 5. So 5h equals 45. Now this is just easy, basic algebra. Divide by 5, divide by 5. H is 9 feet. Okay? One step at a time. And again, if you want to plug it in, say, plug it in right here for H, and then see if you get the right answer. The biggest thing people forget is the 1/2. All right? This is pretty easy. I think you got this. Make sure you look back at these notes if you need them. And rock on. Good luck.